Hey everyone, it's Naj.
Everyone, early here.
And today we're here with season 5, episode not was it 10?
Nine,
It's
nine.
9, right?
Yeah, nine.
Okay. Season 5, episode 9, and season 2, episode 9 of All American Homecoming. All American came with some and then
Yeah.
ended with nothing. What's your rating for this episode?
No, it's probably like a 4 out of 10. Honestly, I didn't really I didn't really
Yeah, honestly, it was like at least a 4 or 5 for me. Like, I feel like there's so much stuff that kind of overshadowed the good in this episode for me. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I was so excited, and some actions made me mad.
well,
So let's talk about one of the most least important storylines there is, and that needs to go away is Patience
yeah. I
storyline.
don't care about that storyline so
I
much.
I I just don't care. And like I'm just not understanding how she went from like no fame, a flop album to a successful album. I know it's a successful tour. She has fans, but she doesn't want fans. And that you mean tell me that Clay's negative comments had that much impact that now she just has haters and no supporters. Like, how is she not seeing any positive comments? Why is she only looking for negative comments? How did she not see through Coop that this was going to
Yeah.
happen to her? Like, did she think that she was going to go to a public place and not have people take pictures of her? Or that why would she use the picture that somebody already took and
Yeah.
Photoshop? Like, it's not going to be an easy comparison.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
it was just
stupid.
dumb. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. I don't care. I really don't care about the patient storyline. Like, you're repeating what happened with Coop, but this time you're making it be about
I feel like
more
it's
of the
even
negative
worse than
light.
Coops. I feel like it's
It's
worse
it's
than
worse.
Coops.
It's worse because I generally thought that, obviously the girl who plays the stalker, Courtney, her name is Courtney.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought she was going to be like a love interest for Patience because we saw her in the episode, a couple episodes
Yeah.
ago. But no, she's now like now she got a new like outfit, new persona, as if she was a different character, and now she's giving stalker vibes. Because and first of all, why would Patience even meet up with a regular ass fan? Like, this is
Yeah,
the
I
stuff
mean,
I'm
yeah,
talking
I've
about.
never heard of
Like
something like that.
like,
Like,
why was she like? She thought that she was just a regular girl. Girl, you're not like what Cool can be like. I'm from the hood, and then everybody from the hood be like, okay, hood sis. No, like you surpassed where Coop was at. Therefore, I don't know why she's like not under. I don't know. I just don't
uh,
care. What's your opinions on this storyline?
yeah,
Because
it's the worst storyline in the show right now. It's the boringest. I don't care about it at all. Um, it's just I don't care about the editing. The editing, the picture, like I wanted to think that was stupid. Like in real life, people that do that,
yeah,
that stuff is like because people if you edit it enough, people are going to notice and make fun of you in person when they see you because they're going to notice. Well, dang, you don't look like that. So it's like, what are you doing? Like I feel like it's just pointless. I think Sky gave her bad advice on that part on the app thing.
yeah,
Like I don't think that
and
was the right thing to do.
it's so odd because how in one episode Sky goes from like, oh, I don't trust her to, oh my god, I feel like she might be shady now. I'm sorry,
I
on
think
her even more.
she's just like I think she just wants
Be
wherever
included.
she can like get ahead from someone, I think she will take that and just jump ahead and all that stuff. I think she's just like she would flip flop on whoever. Besides
Mm-hmm.
Coop, I think she is actually like really down for Coop, but I think uh I think when it comes to her career and all that stuff, I think she'll do whatever to get ahead.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she definitely wants to like try to gain some money so she can make Coop leave and go with her somewhere because Coop wasn't with the moving out, but now she's into the moving out situation. And I don't know what could she possibly do. I just don't trust anything about these people. Now, like why is Patience listening to somebody that don't work for her? Like,
Yeah.
why are you like Layla literally wanted, Patience because Patience was authentic, and now Patience is literally spiraling to go the opposite direction to where she's not even supposed to be.
Yeah,
So, or
I don't
like,
get it.
I just truly don't care. Um, this whole I just don't care about this storyline. I don't care about the music. Like we're not even getting music. Like we're literally just getting her doing stuff and then complaining about the outcome as if it's her. I don't even care.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I hope they end
I
it.
feel like there was so many scenes of that that just was out of this episode that wasn't even needed. Like they could have just dropped that out and it wouldn't have made a difference, to be honest.
Yeah, no,
Like Coop,
it's
and I just want Coop and her stop interacting. Like why did I got like why is Paige the only person that she talks to on the show is either Layla or Coop? Like shouldn't Coop be away from her some way somehow? Like I don't. Why is it her only like communication source? We barely was here to talk to like other characters.
yeah.
Mm, free her. Kind of an insight, but no, Asher and
Bro,
Jamie,
I
even
was
though
so mad
they
about that. Like they had the biggest cliffhanger. Like, why were they not in the episode? Like,
like why would they, and then they only talked about it in the beginning where it was like when Coop was like, should we go and drop some clothes off?
yeah,
Like that's the only thing you're talking about? Not a FaceTime call, not an update, not everybody running to go see her. Like you would think that they would care because they're friends with
yeah,
Asher. Like it just like they just continue on their regular ass day. Like it was if it was a blackout there, it probably was a blackout in the hospital. Like how did
yeah. It's just annoying because I really wanted to see what happened to them.
uh,
Like, wait, like what's
a
going on with
big
Jamie?
uh, a big cliffhanger only to not
Like that
see the
they should have
cliffhanger
used the
after.
time they gave patience on Jamie and Asher. Like, yo, like that would have been
No, for
better.
real. Like instead of y'all wasting time panning to them two fans recording, could have gave us Jamie saying that she's okay, like,
Plus, I
or
feel
I
like
don't
the
know,
patience thing
giving
is a
us
bad.
something.
I feel like the patience thing is bad because if young kids see that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, let me just get down on app and let me just edit it myself or some stuff like that." And I don't know, man. I just wish they
But
would just,
Patience not even like smart with it. Like she took a picture already there.
yeah, yeah.
Like you could have, like you literally could have said, "Not y'all get in the bed, ain't gonna be while I'm talking
And
about
what's
to
the
eat."
point of posting the picture at all on your account?
Yeah, like
It's not even like
I
a.
didn't even.
It wasn't even like a good picture. It was just you, her just sitting there.
Yeah, she minimized the mouth like from this to,
It was just her
and no one's supposed to
face.
notice that.
It was just her face. That's what like.
That's gonna it's gonna bring more attention because if somebody's gonna complain about the lips, they're gonna complain about something else. So you're gonna edit the whole picture? Yo, let's leave that page storyline because I'm already getting heated as it is. What
Yeah.
else happened? Like this episode was so
It felt like it was all over the
who
place, honestly.
Billy. Yeah, it was all over the
Billy.
place. Billy, him lying to Spencer per usual about
Yeah.
potentially taking the coach position. I don't trust Morris because how are you offering Billy the job and then it's
He's
like, oh
definitely
well,
dirty. He's
I
definitely
gotta see
dirty.
it's yeah I
He
gotta
definitely
test the
knows about all that
waters to see if
stuff.
you can be approved. Like, and why is it such a big deal to Billy to like tell Spencer? Like, wouldn't it have been a bigger thing if he told his own son?
Yeah,
Why would like?
but
But
also
I guess
Jordan was
because
planning on
Kenny.
leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because of Kenny and Jordan was planning on leaving.
like the thing
Uh,
is, like, I just
um,
don't care about that either. We predicted that last season.
yeah,
And
and
we joked
then
about it. Like for it to actually happen, we're already like past it. We already accepted that that's what happened last season.
yeah.
And now you're taking 10 more years to get there. Like just give him the job.
Yeah, they're taking it too long. They're dragging it out. Now I feel like he's not gonna
He's
get
not gonna
it.
get
Or
it.
something's gonna happen where it's gonna be weird. But if he doesn't get it, man, I hope like just some miracle where it just like somewhere like Asher becomes the coach or something like that, or like something because I feel like that would be actually a really good dynamic, like Asher and Spencer just on the
Mm-hmm.
team, and Jordan too. I guess since Jordan's gonna stay. I think that'd be really cool,
Yeah,
but I don't think they would elevate Asher from like just a coordinator to like a head coach that quick. Um,
true.
but yeah,
I just don't see it. Like I feel like once he becomes a coach, Spencer's gonna look at him sideways because he lost trust in him.
yeah,
And we just got on a good path with Spencer and Jordan, and they're gonna have Spencer acting some type of way towards Jordan next episode. And it's just like every time you think a character got is on a civil ground, something else happens. Like just tell them, and then like you're going to get the position, and then they're going to look at you like you're a dirty person to get it. So you're not even going to win. You're not going to win because you wanted to sit here and talk to whatever that man was. What's his name? That coach
Garrett.
that got kicked
Oh,
off,
Garrett.
Garrett. Yeah, You want to
Yeah.
talk to Garrett and slip up and say your position like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Like,
for
why
that,
would
for
you
that,
even
for
taunt?
him saying that, he should lose the job. Even though I
He
don't want
should
him to
lose
lose
the
the
job.
job, but
He
like he's
deserve it.
stupid. He's an idiot for saying
You
that.
like literally they like Morris said to keep it under wraps because he needed to work some things
Yeah,
out. And you're gonna tell the person that just got this that just lost a
he's
job, I'ma take it as if it's not gonna
he
make it
was
seem like it's
literally like, my
dirty.
first thing I'm gonna do is get rid of all the toxicity out of this place. Like, bro, why are you telling
Dumb.
like?
Billy, he don't learn. And it's something that really gets him on nerves is that 5 seasons in and get still telling people your business. Lord, you was more easy to tell him about that than to tell your own wife you had an affair. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah,
It's actually ridiculous. It's so dumb. And then you got like Jordan, he's in it now because he's trying to not tell Spencer it, but he's trying to build on trust and like listen, let's go to Jordan anyways. Jordan is over here trying to tug with two secrets. Jordala and his dad being the coach.
yo, I was
And
so mad at Jordan. It's like he was, yo, he was when remember like the scene where Spencer like came up on him in the locker room and he was like, "Can I
yeah,
open up my drink first?" And then he'd like Spencer opened it up for him, and then Jordan was just like, yeah, Coach Kenny's probably gonna get fired too. That's what my dad said. Like,
so
why? How would your dad know? Like, why are you like?
yeah, that was a slip up. Like Jordan can't keep a secret, and that was the biggest thing that Billy did wrong. But like to see Jordan try and lie was just hilarious this whole episode because he can't lie for shit.
Yeah, he's
Spencer's like, oh, who you talking to? Oh, Layla. About what? Oh, about football. And I'm like,
yeah, he's an idiot.
football? The same Layla that like literally hated Asher in that fucking football storyline. Like
Yeah.
you told on yourself. You told on yourself. And I was shocked that Spencer had been the one to tell because how the writers writing it, they made it seem like the biggest ones that would have like been like shocked the most would have been Spencer or Olivia. And Spencer was just sitting there. He found it out immediately. Like,
Yeah, and I love the way he handled it too. I love how he
yeah.
handled it. I knew
Yeah,
he was gonna
cause
handle it that way too. I didn't
mhm.
think he was gonna handle it bad because I mean he has no
Yeah,
reason to handle it bad.
there's
So
no reason. Like, there's really no reason for it. Especially when like it's been like years now, and like it's no reason for you to
yeah.
be mad.
Even though they looked good next to each other. They looked elite next to each other when they walked in on Noah and Olivia. They looked top tier.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Maybe you're hallucinating.
Nah, look at the
But
standstill picture. You tell me that they don't look like they used to. Like they were like, yo, if they showed that picture like a future, like 10 years from now, I'd be like, yo, yeah, that's it.
that's
But
so. Oh, so what y'all hearing is, guys. Arlon is saying Spayla Endgame.
nah, I'm still Olivia. It's still Olivia forever. But I
y'all
was
hear
gonna say
this?
that Spayla looked like they looked more grown up and they looked just like you can tell that they just have just aged great and they just look great like next to each other. It's just yeah.
Okay, well, that's nice. But the whole scene with Spencer, like, what how
Interrogating. Yeah.
interrogating Jordan and Layla was the most hilarious part of this fucking episode. Like
Yeah.
when he went up to Layla and he was like, have you noticed Jordan been acting weird, fidgety? And she drops the keys. Ah,
Yeah.
girl, I was like, pick the keys up just on
Bruh.
time. But the comedic timing between that scene, like it was
Yeah.
just so
They've
funny
never
to
had a
me
scene like
because
that
they
either.
haven't had a scene in
Ever.
a while at
Yeah,
all.
especially like that, like fun and just like I
Mhm.
don't know, it just it's like it was just nice to see them being friends and like having that openness and just him like just them laughing and like I don't know, it's just nice.
Yeah.
It's just a nice scene. Them being friends. That's what I
Mhm.
love.
Yeah, because you don't really see a lot of the characters like the Vortex have any scenes besides who they're dating. So it was nice to see them interact because I don't think they haven't really had an interaction. I mean, they kind of had a joke when they were doing that, like, which one is likely to take your girl, and Layla made like a
Yeah.
face on that. But other than that, they haven't had like scenes in a while, and I swear that they was like going to try to be friends or something like that. I believe, or maybe I'm
It was a
hallucinating.
while ago when they
Yeah,
talked about that, but I think Layla shut it down. She didn't really want to hear that right at the moment or something like that. But yeah,
yeah.
um, yeah, it was
So
just
yeah, so it was good to see them talking, and then like the talk with Spencer and Jordan afterwards when he's like, "Yeah, you've been happy, like it's because like you didn't Layla," and then he was like, she's amazing," and I was just like, "Not she's amazing," and he always says that about her. So like I'm just like, exactly, claim your girl as you should, and continue on. Now I
yeah.
want to know how, because we only got, so who else don't know? Olivia and Asher, right? And Patience and Coop. They don't, but Patience and Coop don't even matter. Like, I don't care. Like, just go ahead.
Asher wasn't in this episode, so we won't have to talk about him because it's just about him being in the hospital with Jamie. Hopefully
Yeah.
she's in there in the next episode because I really do need to know what's
Yo,
gonna
people,
happen.
yo, it's a funeral on the hand. So who down
Nah,
here?
uh,
Who down here?
Yo, like who take somebody, not Asher or Jamie,
Yo,
bro. They take Asher or
said
Jamie, I might be out. Like,
you gonna
yo,
be
like
out?
I love them, man. They're great.
Okay, but which ship on this show is your Naylee?
Oh, it's Bolivia, but like Bolivia's not happening right now. They're doing some BS right now, and um,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's wait for time. Let's get to Bolivia. But yeah, by the end of the episode, Jordan and Spencer they're like this, and then it's like, and Spencer's like, yeah, you're not gonna lie to me about like this is about trust, and Jordan has another secret about it about the about the that his dad. And
yeah,
then next episode, Spencer going to be poking at Jordan about that. So hopefully they still besties and bros because
they
I
will
don't have
be.
time. Yeah, they're
I
gonna be
think
fine.
I mean they've been through a lot of stuff, and
They've been doing a
I
lot.
think it'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll be good.
think he's gonna be really
But
be mad at Billy, and I think that's what's gonna really.
yeah, I
So
mean, I feel like the best thing is just like he's like Jordan's living good. He got his girl, those scenes in the studio,
no, that studio is their
the
home.
best thing that ever happened to
That's
him
their
or something like that. The
home.
best thing, like
Yeah,
golly,
yeah.
God,
The way they
Jordan,
smile, the way she smiles when talking to him and looking at him is just like
yeah,
we've
like
never
he's
seen
over here
that
talking.
from Layla. We've never seen that in any of her relationships. We've never seen her
Yeah,
be like that. So I love seeing her
it's
like that.
she down bad. Get up.
Yeah,
But yeah, like it's always good scenes with them. Like I said before, and I said like last week or whatever, that every episode they have like a scene or whatever, they talk it out and it's perfectly fine. But it wasn't anything bad this episode, but like that studios where they always have those connections and stuff like that, and always
yeah.
have that big development. And in this case, it's him saying that she is the best thing that's happened in his life. And I'm just like,
He's
that's what we
right.
want to see. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm talking about. Now, Layla, I think has Layla done anything else besides be an anti Noah? Yes, she's
No,
anti Noah, true
yeah.
queen. Like, can you be? Let's come on, be serious.
Bro, that whole scene
Noah,
was cringy, man. When she walked
she was
in and asked Olivia who she's texting, and then she was like, "I guess we," and Olivia was like, "I guess we have texting chemistry or something like that." Forget what
yeah,
she said.
textual chemistry. That's not even a
Yeah,
word.
something
Like
like
she just made that
that.
up.
That
like,
was like,
like let's
yo,
be for
be for
real.
real. Like, yeah, like, bro,
Textual
like,
chemistry.
come on now, like,
Like who's she talking to? She's not talking to us. Like, talking about stuff. She got butterflies.
yeah, that's cap. Like, yeah.
If she has
She was just trying to feel
butterflies,
anything, something.
yeah,
She was trying to feel anything.
she was trying to get the buzz. Because if he's giving you butterflies, especially better give you the whole fucking forest. He better get you the birds, the bees,
The
the
whole bouquet,
butterflies, the
like,
crickets, the grasshoppers, the worms, the dirt, the tussle of the
yeah.
wind. He better give you the zoo if that's what you're talking about. Because there's
Yeah,
no
because
way
there's no
you
way
could.
from that
No
kiss.
way.
No way from that kiss. I will never be convinced that no, there's no way.
Not
She didn't
no,
even
but
want to
like
kiss
Layla,
him. Like, come on
yeah, she
now.
said drop safe.
Bro,
Goodbye.
she curved him so bad at the end of the episode.
Yeah, as he should. Like, why would he like? Oh my god, I can't wait to get to Olivia's section because Noah, he blew me like
Yeah.
he blew me bad. Because why is your conversation about cheating Alfredo? Like, I don't care about your
Yo,
dish.
she was just zoned out the whole time. She was like, "So what would you like as a kid?" And all that stuff. I'm like, what? I'm
But
like,
yeah, like Layla,
mm,
but Layla, she literally was not feeling that. She when she saw it, when she first mentioned the text message, she was like, Noah. Then when she walked in on her with Spencer, she was like, this can't get any more awkward. Yes,
yeah.
it can. Because we're about to talk about it right now. Olivia, we saved y'all the room because we're going to talk to y'all for a good 15, 20 minutes. We need y'all to have the floor because what the fudge is going on? Who you want to start with first? Now, let's say Spencer for last.
Yeah.
Olivia. Olivia came to the big, revelation.
Yeah.
We're talking to Laura. Laura the GOAT.
Yeah,
Laura the
she's the
Bolivia
best. The
warrior.
best parent. Yeah.
That the best parent she knows. She said, I'm tired of seeing my daughter and my future son-in-law going through this. He
Grace needs
talks
to
some
take
sense
notes.
into my
Grace
kid.
needs to take notes.
Grace needs to tell, yeah, she does. You throwing great shots, taking me out. You beat me to the punch.
Yeah, nah,
Grace
yeah.
needs to learn how to talk to her kids because Laura knew automatically what Olivia wanted to hear, and she made Olivia finally realize. Because one thing is, this whole thing is a miscommunication. It's
Mm.
not who's more wrong, Olivia or Spencer, because both of them have done things that made the miscommunication specter rise and increase more this whole season. So if you think we're going to sit here and be like, who's worse, Spencer or Olivia, you're not getting that from us because we love them equally. And we're
Yeah.
not going to have a division. Like they're a whole, they're a team. This is not a ship war within our ship. But with Olivia, she finally realized that, what Spencer was kind of saying about her pushing away and her like kind of making him like assuming to him, like him thinking that she was over him and that, and stuff like that about what he was saying prior to them breaking up. She finally realized what she's been doing and how it could be understandable for him to realize that she might not like him or interested in him anymore because those 6 weeks of them not seeing each other and then him watching her from that point of view of her not talking to him all the time and him watching and waiting and seeing her happy with other people, he assumed that she was, more happier if they weren't together. Therefore, he was like,
Yeah.
he don't want to stop her happiness. And instead of correcting him, what she tried to do during the breakup, she let it fester and let him believe that she was over him. And then when they hooked up, she was like, "Well, it would just make up. It would just over. It's breakup sex. It's our closure." Instead of
Yeah.
talking to him again. So when she told him that, he said, "Okay, well maybe I should try to move on because that's what she said." Even though she didn't feel that way and she kept her emotions inside, the writers never had her talk her piece. Therefore, only thing that Spencer was seeing was that she was okay without him for 6 weeks. She clearly wanted him to move on, and clearly she was over the relationship. That's what he was seeing because
Yeah. And
the
she was
writers wasn't
smiling.
showing it. Yeah, like, and she was smiling, and then he sees her with Noah, who she said wasn't really anybody of interest last season. He was just like, well, what am I supposed to do? Now, the action that he chose at the end of this episode was not okay, and we're going to talk about that in itself. But you have to see from his point of view that he was not getting any signs that, okay, maybe I should keep going.
Yeah.
And she said that. She said, I made some mistakes and how I acted around him or how, we did the relationship. And I want him back. I still love him. No one has made me feel the way Spencer has, which I'm like, yeah. So that butterfly stuff was Cat. It was
Yeah.
Cat Olivia, at least we know.
Yeah.
And to have, once again, we barely had any Laura and Olivia scenes in a while. So this season, having this
I just wish they
particular
would have Laura in the show more.
more, right? And
Like,
to see her be there for Olivia and say, like, if you love him, go for him. And then she's like, yeah. And when
yeah,
she
like,
goes, when she goes to him, that's when Spencer makes that big ass moment.
yeah.
Anyways, how you feel about the Olivia side or like what Olivia has
I'm
discovered?
I'm just glad she came to the realization that like she is in love with Spencer and like what we've been known since last season, like
Beginning of
since they
time.
break up, like it took her forever, but like I'm just glad she finally realizes it now and like she's over that phase of like just worrying about the article. Yo, we haven't heard about that article and it's a
Don't
while.
bring that article up. The
I
writers, the
love
writers
that.
didn't know what they was
Like,
doing. I fear with that one.
yeah, like I love that. I'm just glad she really is just she went to go talk to Laura because Laura and I'm just glad Laura gave her that advice because Grace would have told Spencer, yo, go for Alicia, like, yo, something like
Yeah,
that.
but she has already. Like she literally has. Like
Yeah,
she's that person that will switch a sentence every episode, and that's why Spencer kept doing these wrong decisions because she gave this wrong ass advice every time. One
yeah,
minute she was like, "Go for Alicia." The next minute she was like, "Oh, you're not over Alicia. I mean, you're not into Alicia. You're not over Olivia." And then switch to the next episode. So Grace, you're not in any advice, Grace. I'm happy that she didn't show up. Honestly, maybe she took a flight.
yeah.
Oh, she need. I hope she took that flight. I swear. Was she even in the trailer next week? I don't even know. I don't
I
even
haven't even
remember.
seen it, honestly.
I haven't even seen her. So, but with Spencer,
Yeah, I ignored that whole like last 5 minutes of the episode. Like him
uh,
telling Alicia that like
she
he is
makes
like
him want to challenge his fears. What are you talking about?
now look,
What are
I
you talking
can
about?
get where Spencer's coming from because Olivia is dating somebody and like he has no like there's no getting back with Olivia in sight because she seems like she doesn't want to be back with him. She seems happy. So I can get why he's trying to like stuff down his feelings for Olivia. Even though the episode before that they had this crazy look and all that stuff and all that. But I can get where he's coming from. Like he just wants I think he just
It's
wants
this
someone, you know.
miscommunication.
Yeah,
It's
like they
annoying
need to have a talk.
because
They need to
it's
have an actual
yeah.
real
They
talk.
need to have a talk because every time he realizes that he was like a little bit too late, he runs to the second option, and that's not what we're not going to keep doing. When he
Yeah.
wanted Olivia in season 3 and she didn't want him because she wanted to be, she didn't want to destroy her friendship with Layla, he went back to Layla. He sees Olivia, and as soon as she's over him, he goes to Alicia and then says this bullshit. When Alicia should have dodged it. And this is the thing: people are not blaming Alicia, but Alicia dodged red flags before the big flag came today.
Yeah.
She first thing, I don't even know the timeline of the relationship. I don't even know if they've been messing around for weeks, months. I don't even care. But she knew he was in a real ass relationship, right? She knew that
Yeah.
he was freshly broken up, and he was like, I don't know if I'm really into dating. She said, well, who said anything about dating? So how did you expect this guy who was still mourning the loss of his relationship, still sees her, still interacts with her family, somehow in the miscalculation of a few weeks to months is going to want to pursue a relationship with you, but then afterwards, when he was trying to go all out during Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
you wasn't feeling 99% of the shit that he did. So you were kind of good, like you were not feeling anything. You're like, okay, let's chill. Every time we did some big relationship steps, you said, let's chill. And then he's chilling now, and that's when you want to do a relationship? After y'all
Yeah.
both like slept with your exes, you would have thought that would have pushed them back into like, okay, well, maybe we should kind of watch our rewrite our decisions. Now she wants a relationship. And yes, I'm not blaming her for this, her, basically about to be getting screwed over this episode because he did go to seek her out after he realized he couldn't get Olivia. But that doesn't mean that she dodged the red flags beforehand. Him
Yeah.
staring at Olivia at that party should have been the big flag that you needed. He didn't pay you no mind the whole party. Did you even
Yeah.
know the people at the party? Do you even know
Yeah,
Grace?
he
Do you
even
even know
introduced her.
Laura? Do you even know Jordan? Like you're hearing this through Spencer, but you haven't met his whole group. How the hell is she dodging all these red flags about no introductions, even showing that he wants to be really committable? It took you saying, "Well, it's either you're going with me, or we're ending this," for him to like come to that realization the next day after he dodged the kiss when y'all was together that next day before, or the day before,
Yo,
whatever. When it was
the light in this episode was doing its thing. It was in his bag. The light, it was doing its thing because it stopped
it was.
two kisses. It stopped Noah and Olivia, and it stopped Alicia and Spencer. So it was
Yeah,
doing
like
its
I
thing.
feel bad. I truly feel bad for what's going to happen with Alicia with this thing because she wanted to do that, but before she did that dumb decision at the end, I was low key not caring about that sad story about her wanting to be the other woman again when she kind of knew it from the beginning
Oh
because
yeah, I
he
mean, like
just left Olivia like
yeah,
2 days ago.
she can see it. She was there in the crowd in last episode. She saw the way Spencer and Olivia looked at each other. She literally saw it. and they've said it, talked about
And
it a bunch of
then
times.
what kills me is that before Spencer even said, "I want to face my friends and be with you," he told her there's still a connection there,
And
and
he
she was like,
told her
"Okay,
that he wasn't
well,
ready, that
you
he's
have to
not ready.
decide." She's
So
like, "Okay, we have to decide."
yeah, I don't. I
Like,
mean,
why everybody acting like she just is oblivious to the red flag that was there before this big one that came? Because this big one, I'm not letting Spencer slide with that. That was kind of messed up. But like, come on.
yeah.
And then the trailer, her and him is out.
Oh, actually, I
Olivia and
did see
Spencer
that
is
part. I
hanging
did
out,
see that, like a little, like people were
and
seeing.
it looked like a little cheating.
Nah, I don't want that. I don't want
Go ahead, go.
that.
It's crazy. It's wild, but I don't think they're gonna do that cheat stuff. It's gonna be a little emotional cheating, which I don't even understand why everybody's like complaining about emotional cheating when it's Olivia was emotionally cheating season 2 to 3.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
she was with Asher and he was with Layla, was they not emotionally cheating? Like,
yeah,
let's be serious. Let's be fucking for real. Let's stop trying to play the moral card now at this point. Like, come on, they were mostly cheating, and we ate it
yeah.
up. When he walked up on her at the pool table season 3 and grabbed on her and she did the deep exhale, like, let's stop, let's come together and let's be fucking for real. Alicia,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like you don't deserve this to happen to you twice. And honestly, I hope Alicia do. I wish her the success. I hope she is able to come from this unscathed because this is about to
She's
be a
not.
mess.
She's in too deep now. She's not coming
She
that
is
scared.
too deep. She said he makes her want to touch the stars.
Yeah,
God,
it's looking all bad for her.
it's looking worse for her because with Noah, I feel like Olivia now knows what she wants, and it's
And
not him.
no one knows that, like, yo, she's not into you.
The
She's not
kiss she
into you.
dodged,
Like
she dodged that
that said it
kiss.
all. I felt bad for Noah. Not really, but like I was been like, yo,
Yeah,
I was like,
he
oh my
was.
god. I saw it from a mile away too. I saw it as soon as he opened the door and
Yeah,
he stepped in front of me. And yeah, like
it's it's embarrassing because their chemistry was the most. It's weird because she's talking while he's so interested in that cooking. And then he's interrupting her story, talking about some, can you give me the pepper? Can you give me the salt? Can you give me the spoon? And like, I'm just like, oh. And
she
then
was
he don't understand her humor. He don't understand her at all. Like
yeah.
the
And
fact that
when they got the candles and she lit it and then like the Spencer
Spencer,
yeah.
oh, jump scare, but it did eat. Like after that, it was a wrap. Like she was lost. She was out of it the whole dinner.
Yeah, my
She was
man
out of
was
it the
fighting the
whole
uphill
dinner.
battle. He was never in the game. He was never in the game.
An uphill battle. Yeah, he was fighting a village, and it was just Spencer. Um, no, like seriously, like, and then him, like, he didn't know what else to talk about. He kept talking about that chino Alfredo. Like,
Bro,
boy, that chicken Alfredo better
look
be
trash.
scrumdiddlyumptious. You did say it was trash. I was cracking up. Like,
Yeah, like and he was like, "What's if you wanted a candlelight dinner, you could just ask." Like, man, like, come on now, like,
like the
bro.
light turned off. She did not deliberately want that with you. I'm sorry.
She even turned, she even looked to the side. She was like, "Stop."
No,
Bro,
yo, we're cracking up. It's hilarious because is these the two that's supposed to be making us shake a little bit? Like,
I think
Olivia is
the
strong like a
writers and
wall.
stuff, whoever like casted them, they must have been in there like, oh my god, this is really gonna like make this Olivia scared. Like, like,
Oh, shivering in our boots. Whole time we're
yeah,
laughing because that dinner had me secondhand embarrassment. Like, no, there was no chance. And then he was like, "Oh, I think Spencer's okay with the dinner." Like,
bro, he's not okay. He just knows he's nothing to worry about.
yeah,
I was like,
he knows there's
yo,
no competition. Like Spencer,
he's
he just
like,
had to
he
leave
took
out.
one look at him. He was like, oh,
He's like, it's like Buster, a Buster, a Buster. Like,
oh
there's
my
no
god,
threat.
yeah,
No one going down. No one's going down for being a clown because there was nothing memorable about that date. A Dodge
nothing.
kiss, the ex show up, her tuning you out in the dark during the most romantic setting, being stuck together in the night. She don't want you. And I feel
Oh
bad for him. I
yeah.
feel bad for him and Alicia. Like maybe him and Alicia should
Yeah,
get
that'd be
together.
crazy. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, the woman. Let me stop. I'm singing this song, but yeah, like, Spencer. Come on now. She's not gonna help you face your
Yeah.
fears, and you fumbled the bag with getting back together or trying to pursue this shit with Alicia, knowing damn well like 2 episodes of the episodes, Olivia will be back together. Trust.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't wait for
which means
that.
that they only going to date for 2 weeks before he dumps her. That's
Something
gonna be
like that. I don't care.
wild.
They can date for 2 days, 2 hours. I don't care. Just put Olivia back together. Like, I love
You
like
are you're unserious. Like, no, for real. Like Alicia, like seriously, like she don't deserve like she's a beautiful woman, but
yeah, she's just not Spencer.
Bolivia is she's just not Spencer's soulmate.
Yeah,
But I do wish her the best in her future relationships, and that next
her
time,
future
just
endeavors,
when somebody
all
say, "Yo, I
that.
just got a relationship," if I hear somebody say, "Oh, I just got to break up," like skirt and drive away, don't even let it lie. Like, just
Yeah.
to protect your peace, and easy breezy cover girl. Um, but yes, that was All American, and it was a little something. Are we
Yeah,
missing anybody else?
I don't think so. Like, I'm trying to
The
think.
win, the win was the big. The
Oh
win was the
yeah,
big
the
event.
win.
The win was the big
Yeah.
event. The win carried the flop of Noah's dinner date,
Yeah.
and yeah. So it was a big win for Spolivius. It's some there's no angst, and emotional cheating will be among us soon, and I'm gonna eat it. Ah! Anyways, in the words of, was it Rick Ross? I
Yeah.
said that. Rick
Yes.
Ross. But anyways, All American Homecoming.
Yeah.
Another banger. Another banger. Nestle. We have All American Homecoming. What do you rank that out of 1 to 10?
I'll probably give it like
I
a
like
like
8.
that. Yeah, I really like a 7.58.
Is it because of no dia scenes?
Yeah, we had no deal. We had one trash scene. Like
I thought
I
you're gonna
don't.
enjoy that little angst.
I mean,
Like
yeah, but like, yeah, it's like it. Like, I need more. Damon's going through a lot. I need to see Dia like consoling each other. They're both going through a lot. Like,
no, like okay, so let's be honestly, I feel like everybody had like an even role this episode. So you get the picks. Who do you want to start with right now? We can start from the most recent or the more popular storyline, whatever you want to start with.
we start with Cam. Start with Cam.
Okay. Kim, what do you think about that? Because that was
Yeah, he was going through it, man. The guy that was like the KK guy, like was trash, calling him aneurysm boy. No,
yeah,
that's
not
like that's
funny.
nothing to even like joke about because remember when that happened, he almost died. If Keisha didn't find him in time, he would have died. So
Yeah, and he's joking about it, like, and the thing is that like he's trying to insert dominant. The thing is that he literally hates, like he literally dislikes Cam after, like, even when JR told him to calm it down, he
yeah,
still like is hating on Cam. Like, are you mad?
like I get you can like you can assert dominance or do whatever you want in a different way, but saying aneurysm boy and stuff like that,
Yeah, that's not funny or cool at all.
and like
It's like he wants, them to experience what he's experienced to get to where he needs to be. And that's just not cool at all. And that's why I cannot do that. Like, hazing to get a bond ship with people is
yeah,
crazy to
nah.
me, because I will not be cool with the people that did the hazing to me at all.
And when he
And
slapped that
so
breakfast out of his hand and make the guys eat off the floor,
and
I'd have been like,
eat it,
yo, I'm gonna
yeah,
head
because
out.
like he
That's what I
yeah,
said.
because
That's what I
he
was saying.
yeah. Yeah, like that dude walks on grass, walks on bird shit, walks on spit, like, and you're gonna tell me to eat that breakfast after I walked around campus to get it?
Yeah, it's
No.
kind of crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
y'all got me. Like, I'm not the one. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not the one. Like, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that for some, what's the for some, like,
I don't even
4 year
understand
friendship.
what does that have to even do with being a member of KK? Like
I don't know, like,
pledging
just I
like
get to show that they're really serious and committed to the group. Because sometimes, like in high school, like you'll join like a
yeah,
club and then you won't show up, or when kids, like younger kids, will sign up for some like sports and have their parents pay for it, and then they
yeah,
don't go for practice. And I guess it's to show that you're really serious about it.
yeah.
But to do that, no, I'm sorry.
Nah, you don't know what's on his foot, bottom of his
Yeah,
feet.
yeah,
Like,
bottom of his foot, nothing. Like he could literally have like
yeah, nah.
fucking fungus spores, and
And
you just ate that.
he was probably did that on purpose because he probably did like walked in like horrible stuff on purpose because he
Yeah,
knew
he
he was
probably
probably
already
gonna
had it.
get it.
He already
So
had it. He already came in with a shitty attitude, and I'm supposed to be like,
yeah.
oh yeah, he totally was cool and fine. No, once he smacked that foot out of my hand, I would have slept shot him. Like, like
Yeah.
it would have been a dumb gun. K came like B2K. I'm about to beat
If
his
it
ass.
if it wasn't Cam going for the KK thing, if this was just like out in the streets
A regular
somewhere,
thing, yeah.
Cam would have. I think Cam would have slapped him or like put his hands on
Yeah,
him or something.
Cam better had the way he used to torment people in Crenshaw. He better get do with a McDouble cheeseburgers. Like I would have give him a 2-piece and a nugget. Like
Yeah.
me personally, like I don't even. And then like oh don't and when Aquila whatever her name is threw that bucket of water,
Oh yeah, that's the yo.
hell, that
I
broke
hated
loose.
all this stuff. This stuff was boring in my
It was
opinion.
boring.
Especially like
It
them just saying the name of it, the whatever. I'm
yeah
like,
like now we saying the alphabets. Like I would have tackled that lady. I'm sorry.
yeah, that
This
was
is y'all testing. My hair will literally turn into a wet noodle once it gets wet. You think I'm gonna sit there to? Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. But yeah, Cam went through a lot, and I was happy that he was able to form. I mean, once again, he already knows Gabby, so it was
yeah,
nice to see that they still interact, and she's not just JR's girlfriend.
yeah,
And she talked to Cam, and led to her talking to JR about how he should approach the KEK, initiation, and if he's going to do it, you should either do it a positive or a negative way. Go in and
yeah,
all out. Don't try to like sugarcoat it for Cam since you know him. You better figure out a better way to handle this. And I was happy to see that Cam wasn't going to let this build up and get bullied into this brotherhood because that's dead. That's dead.
yeah,
Like I was pissed the whole episode. Like I'm not even gonna hold you, I was pissed. Like that was just horrible. And then have him keep getting called aneurysm boy, like
yeah. That was
blew me.
trash. Yeah.
And I should have said, and your breast like Dookie. Now, do you see me talking about anything? No, but here we are. But like sometimes Cam said he would say stuff like when JR was sitting here when he had him meet up to take the guy's groceries, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Why are we holding groceries?" Like Cam, sometimes you gotta stop asking questions.
yeah.
Like, is they supposed to explain to you everything that they're telling you?
It was funny when they would say I forget what they would say, but he had to go in his formation. Like
Yeah.
that
Yo,
was funny.
he said a symbol.
That stuff was
Oh
funny.
god, that was hilarious. Okay, but next we talk about JR since he's right. He was interacting with Cam. It
Yeah.
was him and Gabby. Their chemistry is so wild.
I love that scene that they got. They only had one scene, and
There
yeah,
one scene
it
which
was
was
great.
her helping him train, which is funny because all the sport couples is helping everybody train. And I'm just like, where's my Lamone train session? Like we had a Damone one, we had a JR and Gabby one, we had a Dia one. When she was like her having him, that's yeah, like everybody had to see. I'm just like, well, that's she was stretching my son out, like
Yeah,
she ate. But to see her be able to get, like, she told him something, and he listened.
yeah,
Wow, he literally listened. She was like, if you're going to do a positive initiation and call out, if you want to do a negative one, then go all negative. Do not try to do if and buts to, kind of favor Cam out. And he took that and he found out something real quick. Like JR is just that dude. Like he's just that dude. Like I hate when people be trying to like act like he's not a leader or he don't know what he's doing. This is his element. He really owns it.
yeah. He
And it
was,
was nice, like it was nice to see that he was even challenged, like he was feeling some type of way about Cam encountering this and saying that even though this is how we
yeah,
were initiated, I don't want to have this keep getting passed down of like us treating our people that were initiated like shit to get here. Let's find another way. Which that guy tried to challenge him, talking about something. Is you telling me, or are
yeah,
you challenging me, or you telling me? And he said, "Whatever one is easy for you to understand." I was like,
yeah,
that's a real me right there. That's a real one because he was salty. That means that JR's not higher ranked than him. Exactly.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Delicious. But yes, I can't wait to see more scenes. Oh my god, next week episode, him and Gabby going to eat down at the
Dang, I
party.
gotta watch
Like,
the promos.
Yo, he gonna be playing pool, kissing it up. Yep, we gonna eat good for that for the nation. We love to
Yeah, I
see
want
it.
to see more of them. Yeah,
Yeah, they're one of the most purest ships right now. Like they just living and vibing. Like they got their own
yeah.
passions, and yet they still make it work. And please, writers, don't destroy them. We
They're not
beg.
in the same group, they're not in the same kind of group, friend group, and all that
Yeah, they're not in
stuff.
the
So
vortex.
that's
They're
like
not in
good,
the
man.
vortex. We're free. We're free of the vortex trenches. God bless. And then also we can. Do you want to do Nate or
Nate, yeah, we
um?
can do Nate.
Cool. Yeah, because
It was
Keisha didn't show up. Yeah, because Keisha wasn't here the
yeah, she
episode.
wasn't here.
So
Yeah,
with Nate, it was challenging because she wants to. She what I still forgot was student council president. I don't know. I
something
keep
like
forgetting
that.
student body. I keep forgetting what she's applying for, but it was kind of wild to see her and Simone like have odds, which I understand. Like that's her best friend, and to see Simone promoting Nico, her ex
Yeah,
and basically opponent, it was something that was very conflicting because with Simone she had no choice because she's trying to initiate, and
yeah,
but then also she's trying to prove that she is loyal to Nate. And I mean, at the end of the episode, it was resolved, but I wonder how would it had been resolved if she didn't just throw if she didn't throw the things in. Like Nate said that you can be your real self, but I'm sitting here and I'm just like, what else could Simone have done? Like, what if she didn't throw the papers down? What would she had to do to
yeah,
prove the loyalty thing? That's why I was kind of confusing because she literally didn't have a choice. And I know that she shouldn't have to lose herself in initiating, but like, how would she had not lost herself? So she would have rebelled against them, and then it would have been like, "Oh, so you're not showing that you're with us." So
yeah,
it would have still pushed her back. So I feel like that was literally a lose lose regardless of that situation because she had to do the flyers, and but she threw it in the trash and she let the team basically take the blame. Well, everybody take the blame basically
yeah.
because that was a real thing. But I'm just so mad at like the approach of the situation because why did it take random people for Simone to get like obviously from like before she knew what she was getting initiating into, it's weird that her own team won't be a friend build a bond with her, but she has to seek a bond somewhere else. Like
Yeah,
so they're not going to fix this bond between her and her tennis players at
which
all.
is more important because you're trying to
Which is
win,
yeah, like
So
we haven't even seen her play any tennis games in a while, and let alone that you mean telling me that no one is excited to see her play, no one's helping her train. Like she literally is still out, and it's about to be like damn near 10 months of school.
yeah,
Let alone she trained with them in the summer prior to school even starting. Like she doesn't have a bond with any of them. That she has to find a bond somewhere else. That's not a good thing for the team. And the coach still letting that happen, really sure that coach don't give a shit. Like, what's the point of having a team? Y'all so quick to kick her out of the top six, but yet there's no bond here. Like, Marcus will literally tell them, yo, let's make a bond. Y'all better go talk and fix this bond. But this coach for the tennis team just don't care. But she can always single out Simone. Yeah, fuck
yeah,
that team, dog. That team needed to flop. Lose all the endorsements. I don't care. Suffer without Simone. I'm serious. I'm so serious. Um,
yeah. It was,
but it was ridiculous. Who else is next besides Simone and Damon? The last. Oh yeah, Thea. We can do Thea real quick since she was pretty
yeah,
short. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I'm actually happy that she had Marcus talking to her this episode.
yeah. I didn't
Um,
expect it. It was random. I didn't expect them to have a scene. So it was, yo, what was that, yo? I saw somebody on Twitter telling him, yeah, I know you probably
the
seen.
chemistry between her and
Yeah,
Marcus.
bro. I'm like, bro,
What?
what did I see? What did
Mm.
I just see? What did I just
What did I
read?
just see? What
I'm
did I
like,
just see?
that
Like y'all just be
just shipping
saying,
everything,
y'all just be
anything.
saying
People just
things,
be shipping
shipping,
anything.
shipping. Like what?
Bro, he's a whole 50-year-old man or
Like
something. Like,
he's in his 40s. Why would he?
yeah,
Really?
but like, bro, she's like what 20
She's
at the
literally.
most, at the oldest, because
She's
she's
like
like a
19 to
sophomore.
20.
So she's like a sophomore.
Yeah,
So she,
19 to 20.
yeah, I'm gonna say 21 at the oldest. So it's like, bro, come on now, like they had zero chemistry. And the fact that this person even saw it like that, that's a problem. That's I don't understand how you can see it. How you can see chemistry like that. That's yeah, nah. Her
That
whole
heated you
soulmate
up.
is her whole soulmate is literally like his coach. So it's like, yo, like
Her soulmate.
yeah,
Okay. Um, but yeah, like I just truly, I was baffled by that tweet. I was like, what the hell? Anyways, I was happy to see her and Marcus talk because like I feel like Marcus, he was definitely the one that would have made sure that all the students that he interacted with had talked about their mental health because of what happened during the bombing episode and how they all went to talk about their mental health.
yeah,
And with Thea, she doesn't talk to anybody. She doesn't have any relationships with the team either. And since Damon is gone and Simone has been busy and Nate is busy, she doesn't really have a bond with anyone. So she's been dealing with this on her own and suffering alone about, I guess, not being ready or being prepared or reliving that trauma of like feeling like she can't play the sport that she loves so much. And to see, Marcus go up to her and be like, hey, I can help you. Let's talk it out. He bringing her to like a therapy to talk it out. And then also having, what's her name? Iris. Iris talked to her. It was fun. I mean, it was good to see her like smile and laugh and see one of her idols
yeah.
in a sense. Hopefully that
I
she
thought
can
that was
tutor.
really cool. I thought that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Um
I thought that
mm-hmm.
was, and it
That
got the like out of her own mind about
mm-hmm.
playing until she had to serve and all that stuff, and then I'm glad she was able to talk about it and that whole group thing. I wish she would have taken it better and like, but I think
Yeah.
at the end, it's good that she ended up realizing that she does need to talk to someone in therapy or whatever. Like, so I'm glad she got that, and I'm glad Marcus was able to help her with that. So I think Marcus is good. Marcus is like he's the Laura of this show, or Simone's aunt. One of them. I don't know which one is the better one, but I think they both give great advice. So yeah,
Yeah, I thought they give both good advice, especially that's why they are going to be in game. But
yeah,
I like that it shows that the teachers on this campus or like the coaches or whatever care about their students. Unlike the tennis coach, because she don't seem to know anything about Thea, which is actually crazy to me. But it was nice to see Thea talk and be able to express it, even though she wasn't taking the therapy really serious at all in a degree. It's like she's just so stubborn to not want to show any accounts of weakness, to even though she was able to point at Damon and say he was her weakness, but she's
yeah,
afraid to talk about her real weakness, which is that she's scared or whatever she's feeling right now. So hopefully that this can be one of her big developments, which is that she can talk and communicate and realize that it wasn't Damon that made her feel this way. It was her own self, and the fact that she felt like she wasn't ready or she wasn't in her right strong mindset to play tennis at the time, and that she wanted to be on the tennis so bad that she had to resort to shots in order to feel
yeah,
like she was ready. Like it had, like I want them to really develop her because she's kind of just a steady character, and it's not even just about Dia itself. Because if you really paid attention, I remember me and Arlon was saying it in season 103 during the blackout that it could have been something. I just feel like that the writers are not writing her in a way that really matches up to Damon's counterpart sometimes. Because yes, the trope can be there. I mean, anything like Dia can literally be the shit that they wanted it to be, but they're not taking them serious. They're having Damon basically carry this carried relationship essentially, because with Thea, yes, she opens up to Damon, but they're not developing her enough to where you mean to tell me we're 2 seasons in and we're still having her struggle with the problem that she struggled with last season?
yeah,
But like it's to a point that we had got development from her. We did. And then they turned out it was like a liar or whatever, or it was kind of like bits and pieces that was wrong. And then, then we pushed her back to this mean girl role, her versus Simone in season 2. And then, it's like they don't want her to have a connection with the group because like they know that it's not going to end well. And I'm just like, so where do you want her to go?
yeah.
She's always going to be the one that's isolated out of the group.
Which
So
I
it's
hate. It's
yeah,
annoying.
it's like she's either going to be. It's like she's like Lando in a sense, where with Lando he's not even the main character. So that's how she's at. That's where low she's basically at. She's
Yeah,
not at any of the family dinners. She's only seen as Damon's girlfriend. When she's not with Damon, she's mean. She doesn't have friends. She's not interacting. They don't want to have her too close to Simone because it's like they want her and Thea to still have this beef. Then they have her not connect with her with the team, even though I swore she was connecting with them during the backdoor pilot. It's like they don't know where to put her at. She doesn't have any other like goals or hobbies outside of tennis. Like I just like I thought that they were going to focus more about what she encountered in season one that made her and Damon get close, like maybe going to court against that man and like getting
Yeah.
justice. Like it was just thrown under the rug, and they just like every time she has a storyline, they throw it away. Like what happened to Rome? Like Rome literally just vanished within these next like 2, 3 episodes and never came back. Like
Yeah,
what is
because
happening?
I still need Damon to square up with Rome, for her
Yeah, like where is he
doing
going?
that.
Like,
Like,
I need y'all to take this serious
mm,
because we should not have to really dissect her in order to understand her.
yeah,
Because you can see based on some of the tweets or even the reactions on the internet, some people just don't have time to try to dissect why she's feeling some type of way. It needs to be shown. She's not a bad character, but they don't take her
yeah,
serious
she
in
can
some
be such a good
degrees.
character, man. Like, she
Yeah,
has
she
all the
can literally
makings
be
to
up
be
there.
a great character, and Dia has a great opportunity to be so good if they would.
They're just not taking you serious.
They just gotta like, because they're not giving Dia enough scenes to show the angst and all that stuff. Like they had one scene where it was barely them. They barely said anything, but like they need more. And I don't
Yeah, it's
know.
no lingering
I don't know
between
what they're
them. It's
doing.
like as if it's like Damon is the only one that's really hurting the most.
Yeah,
Like
I want to see
and
Dia
like I
hurting.
yeah, like we need to see it was her decision.
Yeah,
How do she feel after it? Like they're giving us nothing to where we're only assumed that Damon's the one that missed her. Damon's the one that's going through it. Like no one else is saying, oh well, Thea's looking sadder than usual. Nothing. You're not saying anything that
Thea's just
remotely
worried.
show.
Thea's just sad because of tennis, and like she can't get out of her mind about tennis. I want to see her actually think about Damon and like all that, the relationship.
Like you would think that or maybe she could have said something in the therapy lines of I thought by throwing away my weakness, which was somebody that I loved,
Yeah.
I instead still am the same and I'm still struggling on the tennis court. Something to show that she actually cared about Damon. They gave us
Yeah, I want
nothing,
to see
and
like
it's
them walking or something, and like her like look back and like just think about like missing him and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
I want to see some scenes like
or
that.
even yeah, or even, and I'm not even a Dia stan, and I'm over here trying to help these writers. You could have a scene where Damon is getting agitated and mad because he didn't do nothing wrong, and she left him. She left him where he needed her, which is that his dad's dead right now, died. Sadly, like that's we don't get into that. That
Yeah,
was horrible.
yeah,
But like he can be like walking in class, and she can be like, "Hey, Damon, I heard about," and he can be like, I'm really gonna move this. I got somewhere to go," and let her feel like, "Dang, I just lost him."
yeah.
Something. Y'all making this lady basically personality be tennis.
Right.
Tennis, rats, and balls ain't the only thing this girl kids ball. I better get it together. God
I
damn.
thought I was so
Really?
mad when that knock on the door. I thought it was gonna be Thea, but it was Marcus, and I was just like, "Dang, this has been a perfect opportunity for a Dia
Yeah.
moment."
Yeah. But the thing is
And
that the thing is that like even if they were going to do Marcus, they could have had Thea show up and they talk, and then before they start talking, Marcus would have showed up because it would have showed that Thea still cared enough to show up and try to talk to him before the bad news came. Because now we're just going to be like, okay, well, Thea's probably not going to be there for him when he talks about his dad. Like that's what we're getting because the writers are not good at showing it. So they better rise up. They better rise on
yeah,
up. But
because man, Dia, they got such a great opportunity to be special, man. I just hope they don't mess it up because
yeah,
they're not even giving Damone scenes. So I don't think they had
they're not giving them on
not
scene, which
really.
is weird. Which
So
is
it's
weird to
like we're
me.
I don't know what they're building and what they're doing. Like they're giving Lamone scenes, so I don't know what they're doing, but
It's not even that. It's like
interesting.
everybody is not. It's not even just ship wise. Like there's no Damone scenes. I'm just like they're friend. They were best friends. Like they're friends. Where is the scene that between them? Like you mean tell me the only scene they had was like during what's it 208 or whatever when it was at the party and that was it. Like
Yeah,
there was no talk about what happened afterwards. Like nothing. Like they didn't have them talk. Like no text messages, nothing. Like Nate and Simone, like why is Keisha always MIA? Like where's the group, the trio between her, Nate, and Simone? Like what is going on? I feel like this season, a lot of people are just. I mean, maybe because no dinners, but like now the dinners is back, maybe
yeah,
because we didn't see a dinner yet. But but yet they're all still not interacting that much.
yeah.
It's kind of odd. Like it's not even just ship wise, like character wise, they're not even. Not a lot of people are not even interacting. But I do once again we'll just see what's gonna happen in the second half of the season. Honestly, I mean, the show's been good, and amazing so far, but I definitely want them to do something with Thea to where she's not just all tennis, tennis, tennis.
Yeah.
Who you want to do next, Simone or Damon? I mean, we could do Simone since Damon had a big
Yeah,
ending
we
to
can do
this
Simone.
episode.
Yeah.
Simone, she was going through it. She was going
Yeah.
through it. Water
Bas-
getting dumped on,
yeah.
everything. Like
Basically, like
she
what
had to
Cam was
go
going
against.
through, but a little bit worse, I guess, maybe. Or
Yeah, she was out here. She was basically had to figure out she wanted to do the initiation to go against friend morals with Nate, but she ended up choosing good and right. And by the end of the episode, after talking with Lando, who came
yeah.
in clutch. Honestly, he came in clutch with a lot
Yeah.
of good advice. And she realized that in order to build this bond with her sisters, she has to, have to trust them and have faith in them that, even though they still had her back and didn't snitch on who threw the papers away. By the end of the episode, she talked to them and was like, we did this together, and I truly apologize for throwing the papers away. It was me, and thank you guys for sticking up for me because that's what real people would do.
Yeah.
So hopefully she can continue to have that bond. And the girl who lied and told her the wrong room, she
Bro,
apologized.
yeah.
So it was nice. It was refreshing to see, like, once again, another good amazing Ramon scene. Like I
Yeah, he had a
truly
lot.
they're good. Like
Which one did you
I
like
enjoy
more?
them.
Which one did you like the one where like they met up in that like room, the classroom or whatever?
Uh, all you asking? I don't. I thought I liked the room one, even though it was a dark ass scene. I do like that one better because it's. I mean, because with the phone call, it was cute. A little poke at her, but it did show that he literally knew her schedule,
Yeah, that's
and he's that
right.
obsessed.
Yeah.
But the room talk was more up to Ollie because even though if you don't ship them or not, it doesn't really matter. Friendship wise as well, they literally always talk and they always tell each other stuff that they want to hear. Like the episode before, he told her about, might as well just go, like when she was thinking about not doing the talk about, when it got weed in her system, and they had that talk in her room. They always have these talks where one of them reflect on another, and they finally like resolve it by the end of the episode. And in this one, she was conflicted how she feels about, in initiating, and if she should continue to do a certain thing, and she's conflicted about going against what her friend would do or not trusting, the girls. And he would dare to help her and tell her because once
Yeah.
again, his sister is a member, and he gave her some good advice, and he always dared to, in some way to give her advice. And by the end of the episode, she had a resolve. Like he's always in there and then the fact that she was like, maybe I'll keep you around.
Yeah, like I love
Wow,
that.
Dr. Johnson, like what?
She better because that means Dia would
But the
have.
thing, but the thing is, if Thea's in game, like you say, you shouldn't be threatened.
I'm not, but that would just ensure my end game even more. But I love how
Okay,
he left that box for her at the
that
end.
care box, yeah.
That was
First
good.
of
I love
all,
that.
the message was even nicer. Like he's because she can't see anybody for 6 weeks, which is
Yeah.
going to be crazy because she's going to have to talk to Damon. So like, if she can't, well, I don't know how it's going to work because she can't see anybody or anybody for like 6 weeks. So I don't know how it's going to work. We'll have to see because that's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
But the care package was really cute. Like he used his meal points to get her some snacks. Oh wow, I want to know where he lives at because like carry that big ass
Yeah.
box.
Yeah, we haven't
That's
seen
that's out of
him
pocket.
like have a roommate, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's on the second floor, or I don't even know how many floors it is. But just
Yeah.
know he live with that care package. She got probably got some granola bars, some chips, some drinks, some Gatorades. He
He was
came.
in
He
his
came.
bag.
He was in his bag. What was your favorite scene between them?
I like the balcony scene, like when he called her. I thought it was
Mm,
cute because I liked that he knew her schedule, and then she just took off running for her class and all that. And yeah, I
mm.
just love the
Yeah.
flirting between them. The chemistry is
This
really
is
good,
yeah,
so I like that scene a lot. But I mean, I like the classroom scene a
yeah,
lot too. I just thought it was all good, and I'm glad it's
yeah.
just showing their dynamic. Their dynamic is really good. I like it a lot. So
Yeah, because a lot of people just thought that he was a hookup and nothing else, but in all
yeah,
reality, she's kind of taking it serious, which is crazy to me because they're like, "Oh yeah, we're friends," but why is he giving you? Why is y'all giving each other a greeting kiss in the classroom?
yeah,
Y'all friends, right? What's going on? Two
yeah.
kisses at that, like friends.
I wonder
Hmm.
if they're gonna have a talk where they just make it official because they haven't
That's
made
what
it
I want
official.
to know.
So
That's all I want to
yeah,
know. Like, huh? Friends? I don't think so. Lastly, Damon.
He was
This
going through it this episode.
he was going through it. With let alone like he was already feeling some type of way because they won, they did top 25, I think, and the team was just
Yeah,
getting
24th.
cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team was getting cocky. And he was like, bro, like y'all gotta stoop in your A game. Like y'all slacking, y'all getting too confident, you're getting too cocky, and so we need to continue to flow. And what did they do? They lost. Right after, like you just see Damon on the sidelines, put his head on his face. He was done. Like he was
Yeah.
done because he told them, like, y'all taking it, y'all think this is easy. Y'all gotta keep going harder because we're going against competitive teams. And y'all saying that since y'all got some endorsements last episode, y'all can just act wild and get lazy.
Yeah.
And he was right in the agree. Like the team was getting lazy, especially Santiago. Like
He
every
was about to
time,
knock him out.
oh, he about to know him and Jr. Jr. He was right for his brother. Like Jr. pushed the shit out of Santiago when he walked by. He said, "Get out of here." No, but like for real, like Santiago, the type of person that will 1 minute be like, we gotta help the team, we gotta fit the team, we big, we the best. And then every time somebody gets some criticism, he gets like really mad or like feel some type of way. And with Santiago, like Damon and him was just crazy to me. I thought it would have been somebody else because him and Santiago had to be forced to be friends in season one, but per usual, they always clashing heads. And Santiago was mad as hell, and Damon was like, "Yo, relax, like."
Yeah.
Now you mad? Like when I was mad, when I was telling y'all didn't want to listen. Now you want to be mad? Like calm down. You're acting like a child. And Santiago got mad and offended, but like he was right. So like
Yeah.
I truly don't know what they want to say. Like, and then plus like Damon, he's giving them advice, and he got the quote on some calm down, Damon. I'm like, well, low key, he's right. Low
Yeah, he
key, y'all
definitely
low
is
key, y'all
right.
need to train harder. Like y'all
Yeah.
slacking. Y'all
Yeah.
get some endorsements and start flopping the bag. And I heard, and it wasn't that team not even like a good team.
Yeah, they weren't that
And
good of a
it,
team. So.
yeah, and they got beaten. Like y'all should be embarrassed. And and then by the end of the episode, it's like they wasn't giving Damon no breaks,
They weren't
none,
none.
because that Thea dodging him, saying this is not what she want to deal with right now, dodging him as if he just some leftover food, walking away from him while he's literally losing it and spiraling between losing his girl and the team is flopping left and right. Marcus tells him later in the episode that his dad died. Like he just talked to his dad, which I think his dad thought he was in high school still. So like he has all these emotions, and then he finds out that he just lost his dad.
Yeah.
Like he can never catch a break. Like Damon can never catch a
Yeah.
break.
I felt bad
That's
when he was asking his dad. They were talking about baseball, and then his dad still thinks he's in high school.
yeah,
So that's like sad. So I felt bad for that because he can't really share anything with his dad.
yeah.
He can't
It
understand.
sucks. It sucks because like he's literally like he can literally never have a break. And I'm wondering how they're going to handle it next episode because he's going to definitely be spiraling, and hopefully he has his friends, like all of them, to be there for him. Hopefully they don't try to push off Thea because she's always MIA when it comes to some group stuff. So hopefully she's there. Simone definitely hopefully can be there for Damon because they are friends after all. I don't know why we haven't got that many scenes of them. But I think it is. I think that's when she's gonna visit his room, or maybe they'll even take a flight. But
Yeah.
I know he's definitely going to be hopefully JR too because JR his brother. Like go with him. He needs you the
Yeah.
most. But I think this episode is going to be his. I think next episode is his birthday, so I don't know how it's going to work with him, and then also with Damon and situation. But what do you think about it? Like, what do you think they're going to do?
About what? Hold on, what part?
Oh, I was about to say the Damon situation. Like, what do you want to see
I
handled
want to
next week?
see. I just want to see Thea like ask him how he's doing. Like I want to see them. I want to see them go back to his hometown or wherever he's like, and all that stuff. Visit his family and all that stuff. I just want to see them have an episode, just those two away from everybody, and I want them to have a conversation. I want them to just figure out all that because I think Damon really needs Thea, because he doesn't have Simone right now. Like he doesn't have her friendship really because they're not showing them talking and like that. So, yeah, I just want them to have conversations because I think they really need that. I need my shit back, man. I need my shit back. So,
Damn, this episode
um,
should this episode shouldn't be about ships. It should be about Damon grieving. So hopefully he's in the right mindset, and hopefully, he has his friends, all of them with him. Maybe they even have like a little dinner to talk and be there for Damon because he's
yeah,
really gonna need it.
I think they'll have a family dinner about
Yeah.
that and all that stuff to try and help him.
Yeah,
Uh,
and hopefully,
we'll see.
and plus we're gonna see Peyton act his ass off per usual. Obviously,
Yeah.
I already like it's already we already knew from our legacy days.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be amazing to see him act out and like deal with this like grieving process. Hopefully, his real parents are gonna be there for him. Maybe his trash dad is gonna show up. Maybe
Oh
he
yeah,
like
his dad probably will be there. Yeah.
yeah, because we haven't seen if he was still attempting to be there for his son. So we'll see. Once again, we're excited for next week.
Yeah.
I'm just ready for the ride. Yo, let that ass like I need to renew season 3 All American
Yo,
Homecoming.
yeah, no, we need season 3. ASAP.
Seriously, like
Like,
give it to us. Make sure to keep streaming on Netflix. Is the only other thing Netflix? Watch on the CW. It's on obviously Monday 9 o'clock. We need that. We need that renewed
no,
stats.
if it gets
No, don't even
canceled,
say
I
it.
would be
Don't
so
say it.
hurt, man. I'm not gonna
Don't
lie.
even
It would
say it.
hurt people.
We're getting that renewed.
Yeah,
Like
like
I don't
we
know
need it
what y'all want
badly.
me to say. Like after like the thing is after all the cancellations we've dealt with within this year between Legacies, Dynasty, First Kill, what else got canceled that I watched?
Vampire Academy, yo,
Vampire
like,
Academy.
yo, that hurt the
Oh,
most,
that
yo,
hurt the most. That
yo,
hurt the
like,
most.
I don't know why I
That
got
hurt
into
the
that show. I don't
most.
know why I got into it, man. Like,
I'm on the fourth book now. I have
man,
six just for the show to get
yeah, I want to
canceled.
read them
So,
now. I want to read them
um,
because I just need to know the story
yeah,
and
it's
everything.
wild. But CW don't play like you literally don't play with us. Like I
Man, just
can't.
renew
And
all
then
the shows. Like, it's not like y'all spend like that
yeah,
much money on the shows, anyways. Like, just renew them.
yeah, it
Like,
ain't like you promote them anyways. We do the
yeah,
promoting.
like,
But anyways, that was our discussion on All American and All American Homecoming. Let us know your opinions, your thoughts about the episodes. What do you rank them? What was your favorite scene? And we'll see you next week when we watch episode 10 of both episodes
yeah,
and give you our opinions on Bolivia.
it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be
Emotional
fire.
cheating era.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, peace.
Peace.